Hi y'all, and welcome back to Leonard Creek Farm. That was dumb. That was dumb. I knew. And I did it anyways. So that was my fault. Should have known better. Alrighty guys, we've got a lot to do in a short period of time to do it. I actually wasn't planning on filming today, but I figured I'd bring you all along. We've got some chores done. And some things to figure out. Nala is looking very close to delivering, so I want to get in here again and clean her shavings up and make sure everything's good and clean for the babies. Got the rabbits feeding and stuff done. We had a little situation the other day where our two babies that are in this pen here together behind me, we came in and we had fur out. I've put them back together, but I don't know if they're getting along, honestly. I don't know if the fur was because of a fight. I separated the female just because usually when a doe pulls out fur, it's usually for birth. And I thought, oh no, she shouldn't be having babies. It's too early. But some people said that it was possible. My problem is the cage that I had her in that I used for these baby rabbits and the other ones that we had previously, I want to use for Polly and her babies. That way that they can get out of that dark room. I don't really trust the safety of the pen or like the run area for the chickens for chicks that small. For bigger chicks, yeah, but these are really small, and she's got quite a few that she has to deal with. And so I don't want to put her out there, so I wanted to use the hutch that we had used for the baby rabbits for the chicks. That way that they can be out of that dark room. And so we're just going to have to see if these two get along today. We're just going to have to see if they can manage to get along. They are laying and cuddling right now, but they keep doing some quick movements, which makes me think that maybe they're being a little territorial. This white one is not, and this is the cage that he's been in, and he has not been territorial, but the female has. And so we want to make sure that everybody's getting along and we're not having any problems. I do have that other cage, and I might end up putting her in it. The problem is we haven't built anything yet for her to be raised up, and so I'll have to find a spot for her to stay in that cage that's safe from predators and things like that. So might bring her in here. We'll just have to see. But as far as that goes, when talking about Polly and things, in the previous video, I showed you that I had pulled two babies out of the egg. Neither one of those made it. The little yellow one, the small one, passed away yesterday. See, they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting. Whatever y'all do, don't do what I did. That was stupid. I knew better than that. I knew you can't put two rabbits together, male and female, and expect them to get along when they've been separated from a period of time. That was dumb. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Don't ever do that. No. Bad idea. I feel really stupid. And I believe this one's hurt. And maybe the other one. I knew better than to do that. That was dumb. I feel like an idiot. I knew better than that. Alrighty guys, we got ourselves in a mess. The female is eating. Him, not so much. I think he pretty much got his hind end handed to him. He's not feeling very good. She beat him up. So we're not going to do that no more. That was a mistake on my part. Like I said, I feel like an idiot because I knew better and I did it anyways. So she is now down here. She's going to have to hang out on the floor for a while. I've got her in the cage. We haven't got anything built for her to go right now. And I'm not going to put her with anybody. She's hateful. So we got her down here. She's got her feed, water, and hay, and she's doing all right. Him, he's pouting. I think he really got beat up. So like I said, don't do like me. do as I say, not as I do. That was dumb. That was dumb. I knew. And I did it anyways. So, that was my fault. Should have known better. Alright, so first I need to get this out here. So, let's do that. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and propped this up off the ground. Andy thought that was probably a good idea as well, and this is how we always used it for the rabbits. So we'll put the chicks in here for now. We'll see how it works. I was going to put a nesting box in there, but Andy said probably don't need it. And so just add a water in here, and well, they've got a water in there, so I'll probably bring the water in here and add the feeder, and that way Mama and baby can have a little sunshine. First, before I grab them though, I'll have to give everybody hay up here, up to the top, or Bop and Edie will be down there aggravating me. So I'm gonna get them some hay. Alright, let's take this hay up. We'll have to be quick. I think what I'm going to try to do is grab a 5-gallon bucket and get the babies out, and then grab Polly, which is the mama, after. I got a little hay in here that I didn't eat in the center. For whatever reason, there's like a wood piece, a wood X in the center here Andy had to put in because they busted a big hole in the feeder and they can't eat out of that center a lot of times. Woo, that hay's dusty. Y'all, goodness, that was dusty. It's a warm day. Is it warm where you all are at? I don't know where everybody's from. I know a lot of people from our area watch us though. But where everybody's from? Leave a comment down below and let us know where you guys are from, if you want to. I'm curious to see where everybody's watching. I know there's quite a few people though who are usually from our area, especially the people that watch the garden content, because they want to see what we're growing and when we're putting it in the ground. So let's see if we can grab a bucket and get these chicks. Here's Miss Nala today. She's hoping I'll grab some leaves down for her. Here's what her belly looks like. We noticed she's dropped some down through here. There's her vulva. She's running away. Be still. There's her udder. I haven't checked her ligaments today. I noticed by looking at her though that they are divoted a little more. See, I didn't come out here yesterday, but Andy and Lakin did, and I could notice a big difference just within me missing that one day. That things have changed. So, alrighty, guys, we're down here in the room where the Polly and the chicks are at. Bop is down here to bother, so we gotta wait until she finds somewhere to be. That way I can grab these chicks out and Mama Hen, and move them and transport them to a different spot. Can I help you, madam?
Hey, sister. See about you. Grab your baby. You all done spilled your water. Well, get out of there. Back. One. Back.
No. Sis. Golly. We're in a mess. We're in a mess. Go, Bob. No. Oh. Alright, how many we got here? I guess all of them. None back there. Alright. Here, Polly. Let me have you. Here. Oh, Polly. Yeah, that is all of them. Okay, well. I'm missing some, but Andy said a few of them died yesterday, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I'm missing a few. That's more died than what I thought. She had 10 the other day. We're down quite a few. Well, let's get them moved. I think Bops give up. I'm gonna leave her in here and come back. Alright guys, we've got an unfortunate thing happen. I'm missing chicks. I had 10 baby chicks. I don't know if a rat's got in here. I don't see any rat holes. It's right here. The nest box is right here. I'm looking at it. There's no dead baby chicks. No. No. So I don't know what's happened to them. I wasn't out here yesterday, so I wasn't able to do a count. So I don't know if they were here yesterday or what. The 2 baby chicks that we pulled out of the egg were dead. I had a feeling they weren't going to make it. The one was dead in here. Dead. Nothing grabbed a hold of it. Nothing ate it. So it doesn't make sense to me why 2 are missing. So I've lost quite a few baby chicks and have no clue where they went. So we're going to have to do some investigation. Figure out how baby chicks can just disappear. Because there's no way they can get out. Something had to come in and get them. So that doesn't make sense. It's really aggravating. So I've got 2 yellow baby chicks and the rest are the black that will probably come out barred rock colored or like the other rooster I have. So it's really aggravating. A couple of those were out of Gwen, which is our Golden Lake bar, and I really wanted those chicks. So, and those are the ones that are gone, of course, because that's how it works. Well, that was a not so fun discovery, learning that my baby chicks have just disappeared in thin air. But we're going to have to move on. Went ahead and opened up that room because originally that is the laying room. No, it's too hot for all this nonsense. Gate's wanting to be a headache. Okay. I went ahead and opened this up so that the hens can go back in there, and we'll put our laying baskets back in there that way that they can lay. And we'll leave Polly out with her babies. I'm thinking I might put that back down on the ground. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Randy's having a fit. Alright, so Lakin got the little, I guess you call it a brooder. I don't know what you call it, set up. So, show us what you did, boo-boo.
I put their feet here, and as you can tell, we had like when it was a chinchilla cage, so it would sit up. And this is how you get the poop out. So I lift this up, and our mommy cub, we can just pull that right out, and then just shut it back. And then we got a gate here, and then when we're ready to change the water, I get here, and they're all trying to swim in it right now. I can get their water out and all that.
You did a good job. gets hot, and we're keeping the L8s in the freezer. For those of you that are not from Kentucky, this is Kentucky's favorite drink. Most people think it's bourbon. We don't drink bourbon. A lot of people we know don't drink bourbon. But what they do drink is L8. So, I encourage you, if you ever come to Kentucky, get you an L8. They're called L8 and then the one. L8 ones. It's a great drink. We put them in the freezer so they're frosty. Lakin's done picked her favorite out of the group. Let's see if we can get you in the... Here, stand right here.
And this is Little Peanut. As you can tell, I'll show you his friends, and I want you to see something neat about him. So, as you can tell, all of them's got like different spots on their head, and they ain't all black. He's got black from his butt all the way up to his nose. He is all black.
He will probably be all black. I'd say his mother is the all black hen we named Raven.
Raven.
And so that will probably be his mommy.
Look how tiny.
Although I don't know if she had white on her when she was a baby. But he's black. His feet are even black at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And his beak. Here, hold him real still and let mommy see. His little beak, his eyes, around his eyes. He's just so cute.
I just noticed he's got 2 little white spots right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's so cute. I'll show you what. This is one of my favorites, but I like this one, and Polly's right behind it. Come on, baby. She goes on. Here's another one of my favorites.
Sit that down so you don't fly out, Sissy.
He's obnoxious.
He wants to be with his mommy.
Yeah, we'll probably name him I, because look on his head. It's I.
Maybe I am.
I am. Sam, I am. Sam. Look at the little wings. It looks like somebody put like a little pink dye on them. Mm-hmm. He's so cute.
I think they got wet and rolled in the feed.
I think. I might name this one Aya.
Aya?
Aya the Brave.
Alright, now that Polly and the babies are all situated, let's go check on these 2 that got in a fight. I think the boy, Wilbur here, got more of a hit than she did. I think she was kind of the instigator and the problem. I don't see nothing wrong with him. He might be alright. He's okay, Will. I was worried he had a little damage to his eye, but I think he's alright. I think it was just water. They rolled through the water, so both of them were wet. They're both dry now. How are you doing, Miss Instigator? She looks alright. Buck's over here chilling. I'm going to turn that fan on him because he looks a little hot. He's got his feet in his water. Wilbur's had the fan for quite some time, so let's turn it where the other ones get it. Well, alright, can y'all see the hay blowing? Alright, Mr. Goon up there is tilling, so let's go see what all he's got done. Now, I believe I seen him possibly run over one of my watermelons. I hope to goodness not, but I think he did. He said sorry, so he's either kidding me or he did it. He got awful close. He got awful close, but he didn't get it. Run over that one a little bit. That's okay. That ain't too bad. He did alright. Looks like Gina's planted a few things through here. as you all can see in the video, I was too close to the tiller, so I couldn't talk, but I come over here to the swing. We've got some cantaloupe coming up. The watermelon's doing all right. Y'all, it has been so hot here, and we haven't had any rain. I'm trying to think if we've had any rain even since the last time I videoed me watering the garden. I don't think we have. I don't think we've gotten any rain. I'm hoping I'm mistaken, but I don't think we have. That's why the cabbage and all that is wilting and just kind of flopping over. We need to come up with a solution. That way we can water the garden more. It's not good on the tomatoes or anything else really to have such sparse watering. But it's a lot of work, as you can imagine, to get in and have to water all of this by hand. It's probably not as big as most people's gardens or some people's gardens, but it's a pretty good sized garden to be having to take 5-gallon buckets, and a 5-gallon bucket only watering, 1 row of tomatoes or anything like that. So if that maybe lets you all know how big this garden actually is. Needs a lot of water, but it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work to maintain a garden anyways. But it's just part of it. So that's what we got going on. Andy's tilling right now, and then we'll see what all we get planted. I think today is corn day. We're going to try to plant some corn. And I think we're going to do Silver Queen, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to tell you all wrong, but I think it's Silver Queen. If I'm wrong, I'll probably correct myself later on. So we'll see what we can get in the ground. Today is a good planting day. And if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking that the moon is waxing, and we are in the sign of Scorpio, I think is what it is. I might be wrong. I feel like that's what Gina said the other day, so I hope I'm not telling you wrong, but I think that's what it is. And so supposedly that's a good time to plant. I don't really keep up with the signs as much as a lot of people do, but planting by signs in Appalachia is a big thing. I don't know if it's a big thing everywhere else, but here in Appalachia it's a big thing, and so a lot of people do plant by signs. And so we try to plant when it's convenient, but it is better to plant in those signs, the good signs. And so we'll see what we get done today. Alrighty guys, I had you all in the house charging up, and after Andy finished up the tilling of the garden, we just sat and took a break. It is very hot today, and so we're not gonna try not to overheat. He's on the phone right now, and Lakin is collecting eggs, I believe. So let's see what all she got.
This hay's moving so much better.
Yeah, it's a lot drier.
Well, we'll just go ahead.
Well, go ahead and put those eggs that are in that other spot in here. Or did you already do that?
That's what I was doing.
Okay, she's got her
Eggs.
Yeah, it'll be good to have the nesting room back. We might leave these in there, put them in the nesting room in those boxes. That way they'll realize to lay in there again. So that's probably what we'll do. All right, Lakin's gonna come over here, and she's gonna put the eggs in the laying room. She's got to be quick though, because the other goats are gonna come down. So here's the box up here. Put this box in there, and then take some of the eggs out of it and put them in the other one.
Show y'all what I've done.
Okay.
Hold on. So as you can tell, I put the nesting box right here. And you gotta put some eggs in there. We got nesting box in there. Mind the mess. But this is our nesting room, and we got a little ramp. But yeah, that's that. We gotta lock it good, so we just have this little make sure it's on there. And we got the bottom one right there.
good, Lucy Goosey?
This is where they've been laying in there, and then where that hen is right there. That's where their nesting box is. Quite a few of them are in there. There's Miss Bob, and there's Mo, and Tammy, and Edie. Nala's over here. Everybody's doing good. We got here, video me climbing across. We got a little fence right here, and we have a gate over there because this was part of a round pen. So I just climb over, and then a rabbit hutch is right here. So this is what I usually do.
She wanted you all to see her climb over. There she goes.
Easy.
This girl is after me today. She is just all in my business. But then don't want me to pet her. She's hungry. There's Rupert.
Hey, Rupert.
Lakin says she's hungry.
I'm her chicken voice.
You're her chicken voice?
So
You speak chicken?
Well, when she's saying something, I just say it in English.
Oh. She speaks for the chickens. Like the Lorax, he speaks for the trees. She speaks for the chickens. She's the
Chicken whisperer.
chicken axe. The chick axe.
Like and subscribe.
Alrighty guys, I've been so busy doing other things that I forgot that I need to get in Nala's pen here, holding pen, birthing pen, whatever you want to call it, and clean it out. And so y'all come with me and we'll use the rake and clean it out and add some new fresh shavings for her. Alrighty guys, we cleaned up all the hay and put a few new shavings down. There's still quite a few shavings here that's not ruined or nothing like that. I mean, it does have her fecal matter in it, but it's all gonna have her fecal matter in it. Went ahead and got majority of the old hay and quite a bit of the feces as well. It's gonna have feces in it regardless though, and I don't want this real thick on the ground. I just want it enough to be helpful in the birthing process, be a little cushion for the baby, and so and a lot easier to clean up, you know, blood and placenta and all the things that go with having a baby. I did take a look at her today, and I've showed you all in I think I showed you all earlier, but you'll see towards the end of this video probably how she looks. She is, you know, her belly is lowering and things like that, and so we're getting close. She's 7 days from her due date. Me and Andy counted it today. She's 7 days from her due date, so we'll just have to see with work and things going on. I might decide to stay here at the farm if I feel like that she's super close to having it when it comes to work. That way we can be here in the wee hours of the night and the wee hours of the morning to help if we need to. So that's what we got going on. Her water's done full and clean. I did that earlier, and she does have hay. And so all we have to worry about now is getting water for the rest of the herd. They do have water out there, but I do want to fill theirs up. Like I said, it's been really hot today, and so we want to make sure that everybody has a continuous amount of cool water on hot days like this. Also, the hay and the mess that I threw out of here has to be cleaned up because I just threw it right here on the ground. The wheelbarrow's not in here, so I need to clean up all the hay and stuff from the rabbits that's in here and here, and put it in the wheelbarrow. That way we can take it up to our compost. with the help of my sidekick Koa, who was standing on the hay and refusing to move, and I was having to push off it and losing my flip-flop. We did get it done. We did get all the, and it's dusty, y'all. It is dusty in here. That's how dry it's been. We haven't had any moisture in the air besides just humidity. Nothing to keep it cool in any way, or enough water to keep the ground damp enough to not be dusty. So I usually take this up to the compost pile at the end of the goat pasture, but I think today I'll dump it out here, and I'll show you all how the tomatoes look that we plant out there. We'll look together because honestly I haven't looked at them. So, but they're right in the edge of the compost pile where we had taken compost previously and put it in the garden. So we'll see how they're doing. All right, guys, this area right here, this big dark area, is what used to be our horse pasture. All through here used to be our horse pasture, so saying that makes me miss them. But this area right here is where we would put our hay bale. There is a spot over there as well, but that was for our male horse, this area here. And he was the first to go, so that's why that spot's so small. But our girls were on this side, and they had all of this over here, and they were the last to go, so that's why this is so fresh. Looking at the tomatoes Andy's planted 4, and I'll flip you all around and show you what they look like. So these were directly planted into our composting area, and they look actually pretty good for not being watered or even tended to. They've not been fooled with. They look really well, so there they are. We'll have to see how they produce. What do you say, Ralph? Ralphie? He's such a pretty boy. He's sitting awful close to the rabbit. Oh, that's a big yawn. Let's see. What are you watching, Ralph? That's probably a problem. And if you all are wondering, I did bring the brawler out here to eat some grass. She's done spilt her water cup, as you can see, but she's in the shade. And then I guess I'll put her back in the barn after a while. Probably in the feeding room area where she was before. Should just be in a little smaller cage. These are this cage right here is the 24 by 24 cage that, if you all watched my previous video, we put these together. And it's the perfect size for a small rabbit at her age. And it'll work for now until we can get her a stand up, which is good for moving out on the grass. She's enjoying eating the grass up, so it works out good. Alright, y'all, we're up at the garden while I was cleaning out the goats area.
Sat and I was up here done.
No. I was cleaning out the goat area Andy planted. What'd you plant?
3 rows of corn.
What kind of corn?
Silver Queen.
So Andy planted 3 rows of Silver Queen right here. 1, 2, 3. I guess what'd you plant over there? You were going to plant beans, wasn't you? Does this row go? I guess it goes all the way down to there, right? So if all the rows make it, that'd be 6 rows. We'll have to see if that row we transplanted or Gina transplanted makes it. Alrighty guys, we're out here sitting in the bottom pasture here, hanging out with Miss Nala. Sun is going down. It's still awful warm. We got a few more things we got to tie up, but we appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye.
Peace, dude.